the most important brush. Every single person that is in the makeup industry, every lover of makeup, every fangirl of makeup, every person that is doing makeup in the world right now at this moment, every Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you that are returning to my channel, welcome back. And for those of you that are new, welcome, because today we're gonna get into, drumroll please, essential makeup brushes everyone needs. This video is beginner friendly. I actually over the years have had a lot of people ask me about my makeup brushes, what brushes I use, get them, what I use. And recently on my Instagram, someone asked me again, and I was like, oh my goodness, this video has been long overdue. Let me come and do a video where I just talk about my essential brushes. Of course, for everyone, it would be a little bit different, but these are, I think, what everyone, in my opinion, what everyone needs. With real quick, I do want to give a disclaimer that I am gonna do a reacting to mean comments on my reaction channel. So if you guys are not subscribed to my reaction channel already, I leave the link in the description. I leave the link in the description so that you guys can subscribe there as well. All right, so let's start from the bottom and then move all the way to the top layer of the face. We'll start with foundation brushes. Now, for a lot of you, you're gonna want to decide on what type of foundation brush you want to use. Whether you're more a liquid foundation or a powder foundation girl is all up to you. Here are some of my favorite foundation brushes, and obviously if you use your hands, then you don't need a brush. But to start off our little foundation brush expo, I just want to show you guys the different versions of it. Here we have like a flat applicator foundation brush. We have a flat kabuki foundation brush, which in my opinion really blends way better than the flat applicator foundation brush. We have another kabuki brush, and this is just showing you dupes within the sets that I have. This one is also a little bit smaller, and the hairs kind of came out, so now it's not even even anymore, and I'm just like so sad, but it's fine. This was a really cheap brush set. I'm not gonna lie, I bought it. It was cheap. I saw it. I think it was like 130 rand if I'm not mistaken, and I was just like, yes. For what it's worth, being that I am a beginner, I've had some fun times with this. I've had this set now for a little over a year, so for a year, pretty good. I have no idea where my camera just died. But for the most part, I wanted to say why I really like using my Beauty Blender instead of any other foundation brush. I do like brushes. They do give me a good coverage, but a Beauty Blender always gives me a nice flawless blend, or a nice easy blend. And also with your normal applicator foundation brush, to me, it just gives me, it's almost like it gives me a specific area where I know these are the areas that I have to actually place foundation over, and the application for that is a little bit more seamless and precise. All right, so this is literally something that I am obsessed over. This is, if anybody asks you what my personal favorite step in makeup is, it would be contouring and highlighting. So I will show you guys duplicates that I do have, and I'll tell you guys where I got these brushes and how much they were. This was actually my first ever makeup set brush from a set that I've had. I think for a very, very long time. I got this one with clicks, and it came with 2 extra brushes. I want to, which one? But I know this came in a set of 3, and this is a brush I'll get to in a second. But yeah, for contouring, I really like these, especially for bronzer, especially along the cheekbones. You can see the placement of that is just everything. It gives you like a little angle, really, to cut your jaw. I mean, yeah, your jaw. You can contour it. Contour it. Another contouring brush I absolutely like. This is my favorite. This is the one that I just used doing this face. Also flat one. Between the two, literally, guys, I have both of them are my best friend. The flat surface and this one. I like this one because I like the flat surface. It has a little bit of a elongated middle, When it comes to bristle placement, the bristles are very soft, as you can see, very fine, very soft. So it's light, very light for either tapping motions. It's compact, so you can tap it, but also if you want to put circular motions within your blending, you can. They are very soft to do that. So with contouring, both of these, one of these, either one is going to give you really good benefits for contouring. This one you can also use for your nose like that, as you can see. The nicest thing about these brushes is that they have literally dual and triple purposes. So you can use this for your contour, you can also use this for your bronzer, and you can also use this for your blush. I like mixing blushes. So when I like mixing blushes, what'll happen is there'll be two shades. Like, let's take this palette, for example. So these two colors are peach and pink, and I kind of like these two colors as a blush. So what I'll do is I'll take the brush and I'll dip it in like that, up and down. So now I have two colors on one brush, and all I do is blend it like that onto my cheek. And that is a beautiful blush brush. I can definitely give you guys other highlighting bronzer brushes, but just to show you that one brush isn't necessarily just for the one purpose of the brush. You can kind of use it for different purposes within your makeup routine. But this one is also a definitely good blush brush. But let me show you a good actual blush brush. Yes, I have a couple of blush brushes, and I have two that is in my bathroom right now, and I don't want to get up to go get it, but these are the brushes that I do use for blushing. And you can see with your own face shape, the most important thing about brushes to remember is the fact that some of them are big, some of them are small. So whatever is perfect for your face and shape. If you want a smaller, more defined sort of fluffy brush to blend your blush in, you go for a smaller blending brush. Or if you want like a bigger blush, you'll go for a bigger one. Like, yeah, does the exact same thing. I like the bigger one, but I do definitely use a smaller one depending on the kind of face that I'm going for that day is when I'll decide which one I'm going for. The most important brush. Every single person that is in the makeup industry, every lover of makeup, every fangirl of makeup, every person that is doing makeup in the world right now at this moment, every makeup freelancer that is out within the world right now, you need this brush. Now I have this brush in so many different bigger versions of it, smaller versions of it, but you always get dupes. So these are practically duplicates of things that I already have. But what I like about the fact that I have duplicates is I can see which ones are stronger and which ones are more compatible with my eyes. This one I just used. You can see this one I always use. This is my new go-to eyebrow brush. So I use this one to fill in my eyebrows. And previously, I used this one. This was my ride or die previously. Then I played with this one a little, and now it's this one. So I use them all up. But yeah, these are just duplicates that I got in the sets that they came in. These two actually look similar, but they came from different sets. This one I got, this was very overly priced at Clicks at that point, but I was determined to have brushes. So I just got it. But yeah, must-haves. Very, very important for the perfect snatched Insta brow shape. One of the other things that we can learn to appreciate about these angle brushes is that they're also very good for eyeliner brushes or liquid liner brushes. They're very precise. Do you need them? No. I remember in the beginning, everybody was always like, what are these used for? Literally, you can use them for anything. You can dust away like excess powder under your eye, but as everybody knows, use them for highlighter. I actually used this one for my bronzer earlier. So yeah, again, dupes. The moment everybody has been waiting for, eye makeup brushes. And guys, I have a couple of favorite eye makeup brushes. When it comes to eye makeup brushes, you really have to, pro tip, you really have to look at your lid space, and realize the size of brushes that you want to use. Remember, I told you earlier when it comes to the blush brushes that you can have a bigger size or a smaller size depending on what you actually want to go for. It really just is related to your wants and your needs as a makeup consumer. Essential blending brushes, especially for the outer corners of your eye, your outer thirds right there, the bridge of your nose, and for a little bit more precision, right there on the outer corner, just to darken anything up and then blow up and precisely blend. These brushes are what's going to do the trick for you. You can see they're really fluffy, and the blendability of them is just everything. The bigger you go, the more bigger the blowout of the blend. The smaller you go, the more precise and fine the blend. Really, if you want precision, you just go for smaller. And obviously, these blending brushes do cut down on your blending time that it takes for you to blend. We can do eye pencil brushes real quick, because I do use them as well, and like all my other sets, you get them in a variety of sets. You can get them small, thin, thick. This is the thickest one that I have, thickest pencil brush, and you basically just use them for blending out any eyeshadow under your eye, and you can also use it for a little bit of precision, especially when it comes to cutting your crease. I kind of like using them for that as well. So again, not all the makeup brushes that are just that are created for a specific thing should be used for that specific thing alone. So as for brushes, those are my favorite specific must-have essentials that I think everyone should have, whether you are a beginner in makeup, whether you are an intermediate phase in makeup, and whether you are a freelancer, whether you do makeup professionally. When I do say professionally, I do hold professionals on a different sort of rapport. I do hold them in a different regard as just when you're doing makeup on your own face and for yourself, you can kind of use whatever brushes for whatever. But when it comes to professional makeup artists, I do expect them to have a little bit of higher end and higher quality brushes. Do you need lip brushes and eyeliner brushes? Not really. Like I mentioned, you could use your eyebrow brush even for eyeliner, but if you really are going the full length and you're really stepping out to change up your makeup game and to, you know, just slay the day away, I would recommend you getting a nice sizable set that you can play with. And my sets have lasted me for such a long time. I'm so lucky to even have them. I forgot my literally this brush, my holy grail, my go-to, my concealer brush, a flat ended concealer brush. Remember the flat brushes that I told you guys were packing brushes? So this is a flat brush, but it has a very straight tip, and I use this for concealing under my eyes, under my eyebrows, and literally this is just my life, my holy grail, my life savior. Is that it? And I think that that is it for today's video. Please comment down below what you guys liked about this video, and if you guys enjoyed this video. I certainly enjoyed telling you guys my favorite makeup brushes of all times. But do let me know what you guys have in your kits, what you will be adding onto your kits, or what you will just be subtracting from now on and not even need, or what you just, you know, like having around. And let's have that conversation in the comment section down below. Until I see you guys on the next time.